You probably think you're aging because time is passing. But what if I told you time isn't the real reason you're getting older? Think about it. Some people turn 40 and suddenly look 60. Others cross 60 and still move like they're in their 30s. So what's really happening inside their bodies that makes one person vibrant and another exhausted, wrinkled, and weak? Here's the truth almost nobody tells you. You don't age because of time. You age because your body stops repairing itself. Every second of every day, your body is rebuilding. New skin cells, new brain connections, even new strands of DNA. But after 40, something changes. The repair slows down. And that's when the damage, the stiffness, fatigue, and wrinkles finally shows. Now this slowdown isn't set natural. It's triggered by something silent that most doctors never talk about. A biochemical signal failure deep inside your cells. When this happens, your body stops hearing the messages to renew and restore. Scientists call it cellular signal fatigue. And it's the moment your body begins aging faster than it should. You can feel it, even if you don't know what it is. That afternoon crash that hits harder than it used to. That slow recovery after workouts. That sense that sleep doesn't recharge you anymore. That's not age. That's your repair system going offline. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you woke up and actually felt fully recharged? Like your body had restored itself overnight. If it's been years, your cells are waving a red flag. After 40, your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, produce up to 50% less energy. That means every system in your body is running on low battery. Your brain, your heart, your skin, your muscles. And when the battery stays low long enough, everything starts to break down. But here's where it gets interesting. Because there's hope. If aging begins when your cells stop communicating, then reversing aging begins when you restore that communication. And you don't need expensive treatments, injections, or miracle supplements to do it. You just have to understand what's stealing that repair signal, and how to switch it back on naturally. There are 3 invisible forces that make you age too fast after 40. First, chronic inflammation. The silent fire that damages tissue and blocks your body's ability to rebuild. Second, mitochondrial slowdown. Your energy factories losing their spark. Third, collagen collapse. When your body stops producing the protein that keeps skin firm, joints flexible, and muscles strong. But beneath those 3 lies a single hidden trigger. A tiny chemical chain reaction that's quietly caramelizing your tissues from the inside out. Doctors call it glycation. It happens when sugar molecules stick to your cells, creating what scientists call advanced glycation end products. They literally make your tissues stiff, your joints ache, and your organs age before their time. Here sits the shocking part. You don't need to be overweight or eat junk food for glycation to destroy your cells. Even healthy foods can accelerate it, especially when you eat them at the wrong time of day. Most people have no idea it's happening. You can't see glycation in the mirror, at least not right away, but you can feel it. That skin that suddenly loses elasticity, that soreness that lingers longer than it should, that foggy, sluggish feeling that doesn't match your mindset. All of that is glycation quietly cooking you from the inside. The good news: your body can fight back. Once you know the triggers, you can reverse the process and reignite your natural repair system. And when that happens, everything changes. Your energy starts coming back. Your skin looks more alive. Your mind feels sharper. You begin to realize that aging isn't a countdown to decline. It's a maintenance issue. Because your body isn't meant to fall apart at 40, 50, or 60. It's designed to renew itself for decades, if you give it the right support. Now imagine this. What if, in the next few minutes, you learned exactly how to reactivate your repair signal? So your body begins restoring itself the way it did in your 20s. No gimmicks, no hype, just science. You'd finally understand why some people stay vibrant, energetic, and youthful long after 40, while others age before their time. So stay with me. Because in the next section we will dive deeper into how your cells lose their communication line, and how you can flip that repair switch back on using simple, natural steps. Remember this: aging isn't your destiny. It sets a signal problem waiting to be fixed. And you're still about to learn how to fix it. Alright, let's lift the curtain on what's really happening inside your body after 40, because this is where most people get it wrong. They think wrinkles, fatigue, and stiffness are just normal signs of aging. But what if those symptoms are actually alarms? What if your body isn't old, it's overloaded? See, inside every cell of your body are thousands of tiny engines called mitochondria. They're what give you life. They turn the food you eat and the air you breathe into energy. When you were 20, they worked like high-performance sports cars, clean, fast, and powerful. But after 40, something sinister happens. Your mitochondria start to sputter. They produce less energy and more exhaust. And that exhaust, it's toxic. It's called oxidative stress, the biochemical version of rust. Every puff of exhaust from your mitochondria damages nearby cells. Over time, this rust builds up and slows everything down. Your energy drops. Your metabolism slows. Your skin loses its glow. And worst of all, the systems responsible for cleaning up the mess, your detox enzymes and antioxidants, can't keep up anymore. Now, oxidative stress doesn't just make you tired. It literally scrambles your cellular communication. Remember that repair signal we talked about? Those messages telling your cells to rebuild, detox, and renew. Oxidative stress jams that frequency, like static on a radio. So even if your body is sending the message to repair, your cells can't hear it. The result? Accelerated aging. But oxidative stress isn't working alone. It's got a dangerous partner: chronic inflammation. This is your body's defense system gone rogue. In small bursts, inflammation is good. It heals wounds and fights infections. But when it never turns off, when you're constantly exposed to sugar, processed oils, stress, and lack of sleep, it becomes your worst enemy. Instead of healing you, it starts destroying you from the inside. Think of inflammation like fire. You need it to cook your food, but if it burns too long, it consumes the whole kitchen. That's what happens after 40. The small flames of daily stress turn into a wildfire that attacks your tissues, your joints, your brain, and even your DNA. And the cruel twist: the more your body burns, the faster your mitochondria break down, which creates even more oxidative stress. It's a vicious cycle of rust and fire, and it's what makes people age decades before their time. Now let's bring glycation back into the picture, because this is the silent fuel feeding both that rust and that fire. Every time your blood sugar spikes, after a big carb-heavy meal, a sugary snack, or even healthy fruit juices, your glucose molecules latch onto proteins and fats in your body. They fuse together like glue. That glue hardens tissues, clogs blood vessels, and stiffens your skin and muscles. Scientists call the result advanced glycation end products. I like to call them AGs, because that's literally what they do. They make you age. You can't see them forming, but they're everywhere. In your arteries, where they cause stiffness and raise blood pressure. In your skin, where they break down collagen and create wrinkles. In your joints, where they make movement feel heavy and slow. Even in your brain, where they block neurotransmitters and slow your thoughts. It's like pouring syrup into the gears of a clock. Everything just starts to gum up. And here's the shocking part. Glycation doesn't come from just eating sugar. It's also triggered by stress hormones. When you're constantly anxious or underslept, Your body releases cortisol, which raises blood sugar even if you haven't eaten anything sweet. So, in a sense, stress ages you just as fast as a donut does. So now we have three culprits working together like a perfect storm: oxidative stress, inflammation, and glycation. Together, they choke your cellular communication. They silence the repair signal that once kept your body youthful, energetic, and strong. But if you can stop this triad, even partially, your body can begin repairing itself again at any age. Here's the empowering truth. Your body wants to heal. Every single day, your cells are trying to clean up damage, detoxify, and renew. Aging only happens when the damage piles up faster than your body can repair it. That means if you can slow the damage and speed up the repair, you can literally reverse many signs of aging. So how do we do that? First, we need to clear the static, so your cells can hear the repair signal again. And to do that, we start by calming the inflammation and cutting the oxidative stress at its root. Because here's a little secret: your body already has the most powerful anti-aging system ever created. It's just sleeping. The goal is to wake it up. You've heard of antioxidants like vitamin C or E, but what most people don't know is that your body makes its own master antioxidant called glutathione. It's like your internal cleanup crew. The problem, after 40, your body makes less of it, and when glutathione levels drop, oxidative stress explodes. So if you want to feel younger, you need to boost glutathione production naturally. How? Through key nutrients, breathing techniques, and simple timing changes in your meals, all of which we'll uncover shortly. But there's more, because inflammation isn't just about food. It's about signals. Every thought, every emotion, every breath you take sends a chemical message to your cells. Chronic stress sends danger signals non-stop, forcing your body into survival mode. And in survival mode, there's no time for repair. Your body prioritizes defense, not renewal. That's why so many people age rapidly after years of emotional stress. They've been living in defense mode without realizing it. So what if we could flip that switch? What if you could teach your body to return to repair mode, to rebuild collagen, rejuvenate mitochondria, and clean up glycation damage? The good news, you can. And it starts with resetting your cellular environment. You don't need exotic supplements or expensive treatments. You just need to create the right biological conditions for healing to happen again. Because aging isn't a mystery. It's chemistry. Change the chemistry, and you change the outcome. In the next section, we'll uncover the exact biological switches you can flip to restart your repair system, and how the world's most youthful 40, 50, and 60-year-olds do it naturally every single day. Now let's get practical. You understand why your body starts aging too fast after 40. Oxidative stress, inflammation, and glycation are the invisible enemies stealing your youth from the inside out. But here's the question that matters most. How do you stop them? How do you slow down the clock? And maybe even turn it back? Let's begin with something simple but powerful. Your cells respond instantly to what you feed them. Every bite you take either fuels inflammation or fights it. Every meal either tells your body to repair or to defend. And after 40, those signals matter more than ever because your recovery capacity is lower. That means you can't afford to send mixed messages anymore. Step 1. Control your blood sugar. Because glycation, the glue that ages you, is driven by sugar spikes. It doesn't matter if it's white sugar, bread, pasta, or natural fruit smoothies. Once they hit your bloodstream, they become glucose. And when glucose hangs around too long, it sticks to everything. So the rule is simple: flatten the curve. You can still enjoy your food, but the order in which you eat it makes all the difference. Start your meals with fiber or protein like vegetables, eggs, or fish, then eat the carbs last. That single change can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 75%. No supplements, no tricks, just chemistry. Now once your sugar is under control, the second move is to awaken your mitochondria, the engines of youth. Remember, these tiny powerhouses decide how much energy you have, how fast you recover, and even how clear your mind feels. To revive them, you don't need extreme workouts or endless cardio. You need micro-stressors. The right kind in short bursts. Think of it as cellular exercise. When you do short bouts of intense movement, like 30 seconds of brisk walking, a quick burst of push-ups, or even just standing up from your chair every half hour, you signal your mitochondria to multiply. It's called mitochondrial biogenesis. In other words, your body literally builds new energy factories. The result? More energy, faster metabolism, and a younger biological age. The key isn't punishing workouts, it's frequent movement. But there's another, often ignored piece. Your breathing. Most people over 40 breathe shallowly and rapidly without realizing it, keeping their bodies locked in mild stress mode all day long. That keeps cortisol high and glutathione low. The perfect recipe for aging faster. Try this. A few times a day, take 5 deep, slow breaths through your nose. Hold for 4 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth. It may sound too simple, but it's not. You're telling your nervous system, we're safe. It's time to repair. You'll notice your heart rate drop, your focus improve, and even digestion calm down. Because youth isn't just about muscles or skin, it's about your internal calm. Now let's talk food again, but this time at the molecular level. If you want to turn on your repair switch, you need to activate a specific gene pathway called NRF2. It's like your body's detox and defend button. When NRF2 is active, your cells produce more glutathione, more detox enzymes, and fewer free radicals. That means less rust, less fire, and faster healing. And you don't need drugs to activate it. Nature already provided the keys. Foods like turmeric, broccoli sprouts, garlic, green tea, and blueberries are all NRF2 activators. Even a pinch of black pepper with turmeric multiplies its effect dramatically. So imagine this. Instead of popping pills, you're seasoning your way to cellular youth. Every bite becomes a message to your DNA saying, protect me, rebuild me. That's how you age backward, one bite at a time. But food alone isn't enough. You must also fix your circadian rhythm, your internal clock. This is what tells your cells when to clean, when to build, and when to rest. After 40, most people's clocks are broken because of late-night snacking, screen exposure, and irregular sleep times. When that happens, your repair hormones like melatonin and growth hormone don't rise properly. Without them, you can't detox or regenerate effectively. The fix? Go to bed at the same time every night, dim lights 1 hour before sleep, and avoid eating 3 hours before bed. Within a week, your body starts syncing again. You'll wake up more refreshed, less bloated, and mentally sharper because your cellular cleanup crew finally got to work. Let's not forget about hydration. Dehydration thickens your blood, slows nutrient delivery, and makes your skin look dull. But water alone isn't the secret. Electrolyte balance is. When you add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to your water, you improve absorption and help your cells communicate better. Think of it as recharging your internal battery. Energy doesn't flow well in a dry body. Now, what about stress? The silent ager that ruins everything else. The truth is, you can't remove stress completely, but you can train your body to handle it like a pro. After all, it's not stress that kills you. It's your reaction to it. One of the best anti-aging tools on the planet is something ancient: gratitude. When you focus daily on 3 things you're grateful for, you lower cortisol, boost immune function, and release feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. Those same chemicals directly protect your mitochondria and slow inflammation. Gratitude literally changes your biochemistry. Think about that. Your thoughts can reverse aging. Let's tie everything together. When you balance blood sugar, your cells stop getting glued. When you calm inflammation, your repair signals turn back on. When you boost mitochondria, your energy and metabolism soar. And when you restore your circadian rhythm and manage stress, your hormones reset to their youthful rhythm. That's the full system reboot your body's been begging for. But before we end, there's one final truth you need to hear. Aging fast isn't destiny. It's a decision. Every choice you make either accelerates or slows your biological clock. You can choose the 40-year-old who feels 60, or the 60-year-old who feels 35. It's not about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming vitality, clarity, and confidence from the inside out. One reason you age too fast after 40 isn't time, it's communication failure between your cells. Fix that communication, and your body knows exactly what to do. It's been doing it since the day you were born. You just have to give it permission again. So tonight, when you look in the mirror, don't see the years that have passed. See the potential that's still alive within you. Your body remembers how to be young. You just need to remind it.